Dreams have accompanied humanity since its earliest days, sparking both fascination and unease. For Carl Jung, they were far more than disconnected fragments or leftovers from the day. Dreams are portals to the unconscious, a direct communication between the conscious mind and the deepest corners of our being. Yet the truth is, we often avoid confronting what they truly have to tell us. Why? A dream can be unsettling. It defies the logic of waking life and frequently forces us to face aspects of ourselves we'd rather ignore. Jung believed dreams reveal what we repress, what we fear. In other words, they shine a light on our shadow. This shadow represents the traits we reject because they clash with the image we want to present to the world. For instance, imagine someone who prides themselves on being rational. In their dreams, they might encounter chaotic, uncontrollable scenes. This isn't random or meaningless. It's the unconscious signaling that excessive rationality has created an imbalance. It's a call for integration. Jung would say, "He who looks outside dreams. He who looks inside awakens." The question is, are we willing to listen to this message? Most of us aren't. We'd rather dismiss dreams as irrelevant, forget them upon waking, or only interpret the pleasant parts. It's easier to stay asleep to our inner truths, but ignoring our dreams has consequences. Jung believed the unconscious doesn't stay silent. It manifests in other ways, through anxiety, destructive behavior patterns, or a persistent sense of disconnection. The uncomfortable truth about dreams is that they're not passive. They demand we face who we truly are. One fascinating aspect of dreams is their symbolic language. For Jung, symbols weren't just representations of something concrete. They carried multiple meanings and often pointed to universal truths shared by all humanity, what he called archetypes. Take the example of dreaming about a house. It might symbolize the inner self, with each room and detail reflecting different aspects of the psyche. A dark basement might represent repressed memories or deep fears, while a bright attic could suggest aspirations or lofty ideas. Jung saw dreams as the unconscious's attempt to balance the psyche. If we live one-sidedly, neglecting an essential part of ourselves, the dream highlights this gap. It's as if the unconscious is a wise inner guide, constantly steering us toward wholeness, what Jung referred to as individuation. However, decoding this message requires interpreting the symbolism, which takes courage. A dream of falling, for example, might not just represent a fear of failure, but could be a metaphor for letting go of control and confronting the emptiness within. It's easier to avoid this kind of introspection. After all, who wants to face the sensation of falling? Here's the unsettling truth. By forcing us to engage with symbols, dreams push us beyond linear thinking into an intuitive, emotional realm. This demands an openness many of us shy away from, preferring simple, immediate answers. Dreams, as Jung described, are maps of our inner world, each inviting us on a journey of self-discovery. But this journey is challenging because it demands that we face the unknown within ourselves. For Jung, this process was fundamental to individuation, the integration of all aspects of the self, both conscious and unconscious, to achieve wholeness. Many of us avoid this journey because confronting the unconscious is inherently uncomfortable. It forces us to face our fears, desires, and flaws, the parts of ourselves we'd rather bury. Jung believed that until we bring these aspects to light, they will control us. As he famously said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." For instance, a recurring dream of being lost in a forest might symbolize a lack of direction in waking life. The forest, rich in symbolism, can represent chaos or the unknown, but it's also a space for potential transformation. To find a way out, however, you must explore the forest, confronting the disorientation, fear, or inadequacy it represents. Jung saw dreams as a dialogue between the conscious and the unconscious. He encouraged journaling and reflecting on dreams, allowing them to guide us. This doesn't mean taking every dream literally, but diving into their symbols, emotions, and narratives. What patterns emerge? What do they reveal about who we are and where we're headed? Dreams also challenge the ego. They're not concerned with reinforcing our idealized self-image. Instead, they highlight what needs transformation. To the ego, this can feel like betrayal, but in truth, it's an invitation to authenticity. The uncomfortable truth about dreams is that they often demand change, and even positive change is something we instinctively resist. Another fascinating perspective Jung offered is that individual dreams are connected to the collective unconscious. This concept suggests that certain symbols and narratives in dreams transcend the individual, reflecting universal themes shared by all of humanity. For example, dreaming of a hero battling a dragon might feel deeply personal but carries a universal archetype: the struggle to confront inner fears and obstacles to achieve growth and freedom. These archetypes appear in myths, legends, and religions worldwide, showing that our dreams aren't just about us, they're part of something much larger. This connection to the collective unconscious means our dreams can also reflect societal and cultural issues. In times of significant change or crisis, dreams might express collective anxieties, such as fear of the unknown or a longing for renewal. In this sense, exploring dreams isn't just an act of self-discovery, it's also a way to connect with the world around us. To tap into this collective dimension, we must recognize that our dreams are bigger than they seem. They're not merely personal interpretations, but a gateway to a symbolic language that speaks to the essence of being human. And here lies another truth we often avoid. Our dreams remind us that we're inextricably connected to something greater. The most challenging truth about our dreams is that they call us to transformation. Carl Jung believed that the purpose of dreams was to balance and integrate the conflicting aspects of the psyche. However, this integration demands that we let go of parts of ourselves that no longer serve us. Beliefs, behaviors, even identities we've carefully constructed over time. This process of change, though necessary, is frightening. Jung once said, "There is no coming to consciousness without pain." When we confront what our dreams reveal, we're forced to abandon the illusion of control. If you repeatedly dream of turbulent waters, it might signal that you're resisting repressed emotions that need to be faced. Diving into these waters may seem terrifying, but it's also liberating. Transformation often requires sacrifice. You might need to let go of seeing yourself as strong and invincible to embrace vulnerability. Or perhaps you must release a relationship or situation that deep down you know is holding you back. Dreams act as mirrors, reflecting truths that the ego strives to deny. However, Jung reminds us that dreams are never punitive. They don't emerge to harm us, but to heal us. Even the most distressing nightmares are invitations to reconnect with what's been ignored. For example, if you dream of being chased, that enemy might represent a part of yourself longing to be acknowledged. Running away only prolongs the inner conflict. Facing the pursuer is the first step toward reconciliation. By accepting the messages of our dreams, we embark on the process of individuation, the journey toward becoming who we truly are. This doesn't mean achieving a perfect version of ourselves, but integrating the opposites within our psyche: light and shadow, conscious and unconscious, reason and intuition. Jung described individuation as a return to the center, an alignment with our most authentic essence. Along this path, dreams don't just reveal conflicts, they also offer solutions. They highlight latent potentials and point us toward unexpected directions. The hero who faces the dragon in a dream may ultimately discover that the treasure he sought was within him all along. The ultimate truth we avoid about dreams is that they are trustworthy guides on our journey. But following them requires courage, patience, and humility. We must accept that our inner world is as vast and intricate as the cosmos, and that each dream is a constellation illuminating a piece of this universe. Reflecting on dreams, as Carl Jung proposed, is no simple task, but it is profoundly transformative. The truth we often avoid is that our dreams are more than fragments of the unconscious. They are invitations to self-discovery, reconciliation with our repressed parts, and the expansion of our potential. When we reject our dreams, we reject a vital part of ourselves. But by embracing them, even the most unsettling ones, we take a step toward integration and inner balance. As Jung said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. So the next time you wake from a dream, resist the urge to dismiss it as irrelevant. Ask yourself, what is this trying to tell me? You might just uncover the next chapter in your own journey of transformation. Enjoyed this reflection on dreams and Carl Jung's incredible insights? If this content got you thinking or offered a fresh perspective, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any of our upcoming videos exploring topics as deep as this one. And hey, give this video a like. It really helps us keep bringing you more content like this. Plus, share your thoughts in the comments. Has a dream ever impacted you so deeply it made you reflect or change? I'd love to hear your story. Oh, and don't leave just yet. Check out the videos on the end screen. There are more amazing reflections waiting for you. See you next time.